जवळ बसायचं, मेहरा आपले फोटो बिटो शिकवायची, एक सेटर वगैरे असं विणायला शिकायचे. म्हणजे कितीतरी चांगलं आहे त्या संसारात, काय अर्थ म्हणजे मला आवड लागली ते. आणि मग बाबा म्हणतात आता मी तुला एक छोटंसं मुलगा आणून देतो, तू सांभाळायचं. मी म्हणलं बाबा मी सांभाळेल, पण मला माहीत नाही, बहिणीचं थोडा वेळ घ्यायचं आणि त्यांचं त्यांना देऊन टाक. तर म्हणले नाही मी तुला आणून देतो, आणि बाकीचं मासीजी फक्त सुना मासीजी जहांगीरला आणून देतो.
आपल्या मेरुबाईचा भाव
जहांगीरला
छोटा होता तेव्हा,
ते काहीतरी 3-1 महिन्याचा
रडायचा लय,
3 महिन्याचा
दूध पाहिजे रडायचा.
आणि मग ते आणून दिलं. मग त्याला बाटली ते हे करायचं, सगळं दाखवलं. फक्त मासीजीने आंघोळ घालायची त्याला, एवढंच काम त्यांच्याकडे, बाकी सगळं
तुम्ही
करायचं.
बरं आता So she says, the aunt got these 2 girls, her and her other sister, married and sent off to a place called Dharwar near Indore. And her father was not willing in the beginning because he said, Baba is not here. How can I marry the girls without Baba's permission? So the aunt got very angry. She said, how can you insult me? I got this good families from so far away. You cannot send them back just like that. So finally she nagged him into agreeing to the marriage, which he did. They got married and they were sent off to Dharwad. When Baba came back, he was very, very upset with Patil. He said, how dare you marry your daughters off when I was not there? Then he said, okay, you've done that, now you go and get Tara back. So Patil said, Baba, how can I? She's just married. I can't get her away from her in-laws just like that. I don't know anything about Indore side. He said, don't worry, Gustaji's brother is over there. He will help you to get your daughter back. So off Patil went and found Gustaji's brother. They went to where Tarabai was married and said, see, we've come to take the girl back. She's too young, to be a wife. When she's older, once she's become mature, we will send her back. But right now we need to take her home. So finally they agreed, and he said, here, take all your jewelry also back, because in Arangaon there are a lot of thieves and we don't want the jewelry to be stolen. So they gave everything back to the family, brought Tarabai and took her straight to Baba. She was not even allowed to go and see her mother or her other family. She was brought straight to Baba, and Baba said, right, go straight up the hill to where the women monthly are staying. And she was about 11 years old at the time. She only had the sari she had on. She had no other clothes. So she was given clothes by the women monthly. And she says, I had to learn to wear a sari, the round sari, not the kashta sari. And she was part of the group over there. She used to sit with Mehera and learn to knit sweaters, frame Baba's pictures, decorate them. And then one day Baba came to her and said, I'm going to give you a child, a boy to bring up. She said, Baba, I don't know anything about bringing up a children. My sisters have kids, but I look after them for 5 minutes, then I give them back to her, the sister. What do I know? He said, don't worry, Suna Masi will help you, but you have to look after. And so Meru's brother Jangu, who was 3 months old, was brought to the ashram then. Tarabai says that apart from giving him a bath, everything else Tarabai did, only giving him a bath was Suna Masi's job. And so she was the one who was responsible for bringing Jangu up. He now lives in Nasik. आता नाशिक मध्ये आहे त्याच्या बायको बरोबर एमी.
जे एकदा इथं आले होते ना बाबांच्या दर्शनाला, तर मी आता ते केवढं मोठं झालं आणि त्याला ते त्याने माहिती तुम्ही त्याला लहानपण आता मोठं त्याला थोडं यायचं वाटलं ना. पण 3 वर्षाचा झाला आणि मग 3 वर्षाचं झाल्यावर बाबांनी पाठवून दिलं. मग बाबा म्हणले की आता तू काय कर, किटीच्या हाताखाली शिक म्हणे स्वयंपाक करायला. 500 लोकांचा स्वयंपाक
कितीच्या हाताखाली.
किटी म्हणजे आपली
केटीबाई
केटीबाईच्या हाताखाली. मग केटीबाईच्या हाताखाली स्वयंपाकाचं. मग स्वयंपाक सगळं यायला लागला. मग केटीला दुसरं काम दिलं. मग मी स्वयंपाक करायचे. स्वयंपाक करायची, जेवण खावण म्हणजे मावं जसं टाईम टू टाईम. सकाळी नाश्ता, चहा आणि टोस्ट वगैरे असं द्यायचं आणि 11:30ला जेव इथंच टेबलवर ठेवायचं. ही जागा आहे जेवायची इथं प्लेट. आणि मग ते करायला लागले. आणि मग आम्ही डेहराडूनला गेलो. त्यावेळेस बघा गांधीजीचं खून झालं होतं, त्यावेळेस आम्ही डेहराडूनला होतो. डेहराडूनला होतो तर बाबांनी एकही काम आली नाही घेतली, सगळेजण मिळून काम करायचं. आता तिथं वालू आजारी पडली. बाबा काय म्हणतात, तारा मला आता आंघोळीला पाणी कोण देणार, कोण देणार, सगळ्याला विचारलं कोण म्हणलं. बाबाला 5:30ला पाणी पाहिजे पहाटे. आणि मग म्हणतात तू देशील ना, म्हणलं हाजी बाबा दे. आंघोळीला पाणी लागलं. मग वालूचे कपडे तू धुशील, म्हणलं हा बाबा धुये. मेरा माय सगळंच काम बाबा मलाच का सांगतात, मी किती काम करणार. अगं बाबा आता तुझी कसोटी घेतात, नाही नाही म्हणायचं, हाच म्हणायचं. आणि मग नाही झालं मग काय करीन मी, नाही म्हणायचं सगळं होईल. आणि मग ते जी वेळ पावणे 5 माशीच्या हाका मारायच्या, तारा उठ ना, पाणी गरम करायला ठेवायचं चुलीवर, माशीची चूल पेटून ठेवायच्या, पाणी मी ठेवायला उठ. मग उठायची, ताट पडून उठली की मग इकडे इथं मेहराला पाणी आणून द्यायचं, तोंड धुवायचं, बाथरूम धुवायचं. तिथं 4 बादल्या पाणी लागायचं होतं बाबांना आंघोळीला. मग 4 बादल्या भरून पाणी तिथं आंघोळीला 4 बादल्या लागायच्या. आणि मग पाणी दिलं की मग चहाची तयारी करायची, चहा वगैरे सगळं ते मी बनायचे सगळेच कामं कसं, सगळीच मलाच सगळं काम. दळण करायचं काय त्या कोणाला येतच नव्हतं, एवढायचं विचार, पण येत नव्हतं विचार. तरी किती भांडे घासून लागायची तर सगळी काळे व्हायची. मी म्हणले तू घासूच नको, मी घासेन तू. पण मार्केट नेऊन ठेवायची, राखणी धुवायची, राखीने घासायची, चुलीवरची भांडे काढायचं ते करायचे. म्हणून आणायचे जे सगळं जे काय काम सगळं मला सांगतात, दळण करायचं हे करायचं. किती काम करणार मेराबाईला जवळ मेराबाई म्हणतात आता खरी कसोटी तुझी आहे, कोणतं नाही म्हणायचं. वालूचे कपडे रात्री धुवायचे,
सकाळी बाबाचं पाणी द्यायचं.
मग वालूचे कपडे धुतल्यावर तू आंघोळ करून झोपायचं. आणि सकाळी बाबांचे कपडे मेरू धुत होती, ती माझ्याकडे नव्हते. नाही, मेहरामाईचे आणि बाबांचे मेरू धुवायचे.
She says that after that, she started, after 3 years of Jangu staying with them, Baba sent him away. And then after that, Baba took them all off to Dehradun, where there was no servant. Everybody was supposed to do the housework in cooperation. Meanwhile, Valu, who was the other person who used to do a lot of the housework, she fell sick. So Baba says to them, who's going to give me water at 5:30 in the morning for my bath? Nobody said anything, so he looked at Tarabai and he said, you'll give me water, won't you? So she said, yes, Baba. Then after a while he says, and who'll wash Valu's clothes? Will you wash them? So she had to say, yes, Baba. And so, she kept getting job after job. She was also taught cooking by Katie, so that she could take over the cooking after Jangu was sent home. So now she had learned how to cook like a Parsi, and then she was given all these other jobs. And she says, I would ask Mehera, why is Baba giving me all the work? He doesn't ask anybody else, he only asks me. And Mehera said to her, now this is your true test. Baba is testing you. Say yes to everything. He will give you the strength to do the work. Don't say no. So she would wash Valu's clothes at night, have a bath, go to sleep. Then Suna Masi would wake her up at 4:45. After Suna Masi, she would she'd try to help her by lighting the stove. Tarabai would heat 4 buckets of water for Baba's bath, carry them over to that side where Mehera would then have Baba's clothes and everything ready. And then she would have to go on and do all the other housework. So this is the time when Baba was truly testing her. She was with Baba from the age of 11 for 13 years. मग देहरादून मध्ये काय झालं नंतर?
मग देहरादून आम्हाला ऋषिकेशला गेलो, ऋषिकेशला राहिलो. आणि बाबा त्यावेळेस हरिद्वारच्या टेकडीवर बसले, हरिद्वारला 5 महिने एकांत बसले होते बाबा. आणि आम्हाला सगळ्यांना उपास दिलता, आज 12 वाजता जायचं, दुसऱ्या दिवशी 12 वाजता, असं. का की युरोपियन लोकांना समजत नाही ना,
24 तासात एकदा
1 तास 12 ते 12:30 पर्यंत खा असं सांगितलं. आणि त्याच्या पुढे दुसऱ्या दिवशी. आणि मग इथं आमच्या बंगल्यात खाली बद्रीनारायण गंगा वाहते, तर काकूबाई होते आमच्या बरोबर. काकूबाई म्हणलं मी बाबा तिथंच आंघोळ करणार. म्हणले तिथलं पाणी इकडे येतंय, तिथं आंघोळ करायची नाही. आम्हाला तिथं अशा कपारी आहेत, तिथं साधू लोक बसलेले असतात, कोणी नाही. तुम्ही कपडे बिपडे धुवायला जायचं, पण हे आंघोळ नाही करायचं. आणि मग ते दुपारचं जेवण झालं की मग आम्ही धुणं, पेटी, तबला सगळं घेऊन जायचं नदीवर खाली. म्हणजे पायऱ्या उतरून खाली
मठासारखं.
म्हणजे नदीच वाहत होती ना बद्रीनारायण. तिथं कपडे बिपडे धुवून वाळायला टाकायचं आणि भजन करीत बसायचं. भजन संपलं की मग यायचं. असं करून तिथं 5 महिने काढले. आणि
बाबाचा एकांतवास होता तोपर्यंत.
आणि मग तिथून 5 महिने बाबांचे पुरे झाले आणि मग परत मेहराबादला आलो.
अच्छा. So from Dehradun they went to Rishikesh, where Baba sat in seclusion on one of the hills over there for 5 months. And during that time, they had to keep a fast. They were allowed to eat one meal between 12 and 12:30, and then nothing else until the following day. Baba pani piu det hote ka tumhala?
Ha, pani
They could drink water, but they couldn't eat anything outside of that half hour. Where they stayed, just you had to go down the steps, and the Ganga river was flowing past. The Badrinarayan temple and everything else was nearby. And Kakubai wanted to go and have a bath in the Ganges, and Baba said no. It's the same water that you get in the tap, so there is no reason for you to go and bathe in the Ganges. But you can take your clothes and vessels and everything and wash them in the river. So as soon as they finished their lunch, they would take their clothes, their vessels, and the harmonium and the tablas, and they would go down to the river bank. Mag tikade gayan karayचं,
भजन करायचं.
and they used to sing bhajans over there. मग काय झालं?
ठसका लागलाय.
मग काय झालं?
मग तिकडची स्टोरी पूर्ण झाली. परत आम्ही इथं मेहराबादला आलो. मेहराबादला थोडे दिवस राहिलो. आणि मला आता काही गावाचे नाव काही एवढे लक्षात नाही. काय धारवाड का धारवाड कारवाड हे सगळं त्या बाजूला. त्या साईडला गेलं तर तिथं म्हणजे डाकबंगल्यात उतरलं. आणि मग वाजू म्हणे की तू बाबांना आंघोळ करायची आणि पाणी तर पाहिजे. मग ते समोर विहीर आहे म्हणजे त्या विहिरीत आपण दोघी जण गेले त्याच्यावर. 4 बादले, तिने 2 घेतले, मी 2 घेतले. बादल्या भरून आणल्या. आणि बाबाने असा जोरात कान धरला, 2 थापडे आणले. मी म्हणलं मी बाबा काही बी नाही केलं, मला कशाला मारलं तुम्ही? मी काय केलं? कशाला गेली ती म्हणते. ती वालू घेऊन गेली. मी नाही गेले, वालू घेऊन गेली ती. आणि गप होतं काय वालू. म्हणले तूच नेलं म्हणून मला मारलं. अगं नशीब पाहिजे म्हणले बाबांचं. मला काय लोक चुका करतात तरी बाबा मारत नाही, तुला पण
चूक केल्याशिवाय मारलं बाबा. Says after Baba's seclusion was over for 5 months, they came back to Meherabad, and then from there Baba took them on travel again, and they went. She says, I don't quite remember the name of the place. It could be Dharwad, it could be Karwad, but everybody had, all the women had gone. And as soon as they got to this particular place, Walubai, who was better now, she said to Tarabai, listen, Baba has to have a bath. We've reached now, he's dirty from his travels, so let's go. There's a well over there. We'll go and pull the water out, heat it up, and make it ready for Baba's bath. Which, she took 2 buckets, Walubai took 2 buckets, and they came, they heated up the water. When Baba saw this, he got very cross with her. He called her to him, got hold of her ear, and gave her a tight slap. So she said to Baba, she said, Baba, I haven't done anything. Why are you slapping me? He said, who told you to do all this? Why did you heat up the water? He said, I didn't do it. Valu told me to do it. So Baba then said, okay. So she went and complained to Valu. She said, because of you today, Baba slapped me. So Valu said, you need great good fortune to be slapped by Baba. There are so many hundreds of people who make so many mistakes, and Baba doesn't get angry with them. He's got